Okay, can go with the tiny turtle Pokemon Squirtle or the lizard Pokemon Charmander. I think I'll go for
Why have you not considered Bulbasaur?
What? Oh, everyone knows the grass starters are the worst. Grass is way too weak.
Behold, the power of grass!
I pick Bulbasaur! I pick Bulbasaur! Ever since Bulbasaur in Pokemon Red and Blue, the grass starter tends to be the most overlooked and often the strongest choice for any wise trainer. In fact, many people who had a chance to watch Pokemon Origins and saw Red and his Charizard Mega Evolve are likely unaware that the OG Red of the Pokemon Adventures manga ignored Charmander and instead picked Bulbasaur, the number one Pokemon in both the Kanto and the recently retired National Dex. Fortunately, the Let's Go games not only corrected this by giving us a proper champion battle with Red and his Venusaur, but we also saw his ability to Mega Evolve Venusaur. So why are the grass starters overlooked and often the best choice? Starting in Generation 1 games, it was probably very easy for a young, inexperienced trainer to overlook Venusaur. While Bulbasaur is adorable, and Ivysaur solidly nails the second starter evolution, Venusaur is a wart-ridden frog with a very large flower growing on its back. Compare that to a giant turtle with cannons and a sort of fire-breathing dragon, it's kind of easy to see why Venusaur and Bulbasaur were overlooked. That said, Bulbasaur carried the type advantage on the first three gyms, is only really hampered in late game. Venusaur not only carried the highest special stat back in the original Gen 1 games for all the starters, but abused a really broken critical hit mechanic by use of Razor Leaf. Many newer players probably only think of Razor Leaf as an early game level up move. However, in the original Generation 1 games, it nearly always resulted in a critical hit. Combine that with Venusaur's solid 100 special stat and Sleep Powder, and Venusaur did manage to make a name for itself and set itself apart from the other starters, including in Generation 1 games, the Generation 3 and 4 games in particular. Chikorita does fail to live up to all the hype that Bulbasaur set off. It was a solid support in Sword Stance Pokemon in Generation 2, but compared to the hype of Feraligatr and the overall decent move pool, and suspiciously Charizard-like stats of Typhlosion, Chikorita and Meganium are easily forgotten. Not Bayleaf though. Bayleaf is again a great second stage, and Ash's Bayleaf in the anime is a sweetheart. So much love. Yes, Meganium is a bit underwhelming, but the Chikorita family has so much character it's hard to say anything bad here, other than those stats. And now we move on to Hoenn with Treecko, Grovyle, and Sceptile. I can't deny this. This is just how you show what kind of power and just how unique the grass types are able to be. Unlike Venusaur and Meganium, who are bulky with decent defensive stats, but primarily situated towards bulky offense or support roles, Sceptile's all about hitting fast and hard. I think between its several memorable moments in the anime, its sweeper stats and all that swag, Sceptile, unlike many of the Pokemon on the list, manages to be a standout with many of the fan base, for very good reason. Torterra, the original inspiration for the list. Torterra not only has one of the most unique designs of any starter, being based on the idea of a world turtle, a mythological creature that either carries an entire ecosystem on its back as it travels the sea, or a godlike being that carries the world on its back as it swims through the cosmos. I like the latter, but it's probably more based on the former. Torterra may not be a mythical Pokemon, but its origins definitely are. Unfortunately, while its grass ground typing is thematically accurate, it opens Torterra up to a ton of weaknesses, especially a nasty 4x ice weakness. Combine that with its abysmal speed and losing its resistance to water, it's really easy to see why Torterra fell behind. However, it's a really fun Pokemon that anyone should have a chance to use during their playthrough, and I think it was particularly cool that we got to see a very, very first Dynamax or Gigantamax Torterra in the Detective Pikachu movies. The Snivy line is a bit goofy. How do you evolve to lose your arms and legs? Yes, the smug nature is somewhat charming, but come on, you de-evolve. Oh well, Superior was pretty underwhelming in its debut generation. However, With access to its hidden ability Contrary, Superior has become a really standout performer in the UU metagame as of late. It's really made it one of the weakest grass-type starters into one of the absolute strongest grass-type starters. So that's really cool. Good job, Superior. Okay, where do we begin? Chessman, adorable. Willadin, absolute monstrosity. I mean, come on, Game Freak. It really wasn't hard to improve on Groddle and Servine, but no, you dug deeper. Chestnut is actually really cool when your origin is just a chestnut. I mean, that's really saying something. Being weak to fire and 4 times weak to flying in a generation where Talonflame ruled the battlefield was likely not helpful for our boy. But look at that stoic face. You know, if you choose Chestnut, he'll always be there for you with a shield, ready to protect his trainer from any blow. At least for one turn. Go Spiky Shield. Alright, let's not pretend. Absolutely nobody overlooked Rowlet. If you did because you thought Litten was for sure the best pick, well, how was watching your little Lynx evolve into Incineroar, huh? Oh wait, you went for Popplio? Yeah? How many soft resets did it take to get a girl so you could stop asking uncomfortable questions on the existence of male Primarina? Think about that for a second. It's disturbing. Wait, no, it's not disturbing. It's not bigoted hate speech. I'm sorry. That's what... Anyways, this is not about the other starters. This is about Rowlet, Dartrix, and Decidueye. Now, unfortunately, Rowlet has been keeping up the trend of having kind of underwhelming second stage evolutions for starters, which is kind of sad, given how great we had it in the first 3 generations. However, it more than makes up for it with its final evolution, being the very unique Grass and Ghost typing. Decidueye has a ton of swag, character, everything about the Grass type that you just love to see. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the Alolan starters had pretty bad speed stats. However, you got to see that Decidueye had decent special defense, strong offensive stats, and many setup moves combined with a powerful Z move. Although it may not be the strongest of the Grass-type starters, Decidueye is probably right next to Torterra as one of the most unique of the Grass-type starters, or any starter for that matter. I think everybody loves our boy Rowlet, and we really hope to see more cool Grass-type starters like Venusaur in the future, more adorable Grass-type starters like Rowlet, and of course, the very new Grookey. Anyways, everybody, this is the end of the video. If you've never picked the Grass-type starter, or it's one that you often avoid, please consider giving it a try. Go back to some of these older games. Try out Torterra. I guarantee it's a lot of fun to use these Pokemon. Anyways, that's the video, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe for more content just like this, and absolutely let us know what you think. Bye-bye.